So once this is there, from internal add to source, from external to destination, AD, active authentication, administrative standard rules, network, user PC to source. This is to destination. This is to destination. Port number. LDAP. Okay. Added. Must choose when. You must choose a realm when authentication is enabled. Okay, so I need to select the realm as well. So if I go into realm settings, of course, I have not created any realms here. That's where we were actually got stuck. Let's see if I have like done. Hmm, you know what? I already have one realm. Let's actually just have to change the name. .com. Okay, so let's go and check it out if like this gets connected. Directory host name or password. Okay, I'm gonna do is like, okay, let me just do this. I need to go and wipe this out. Actually, I'm gonna increase the CPU to 12. So let's like make the policy. I'm gonna skip the user interfaces side of the things, and I'm gonna go to the port number. User will actually just come back later for like complete that stuff. Okay, so let's go and configure the NTP as well. Like I'm gonna add it to the destination ports. I'm gonna add DNS to the destination port. I'm gonna add HTTPS for the ports. What else I need? Do I need anything else? No, it's actually more than enough. Now I'm gonna go on to the dynamic attributes and gonna set up attribute like service tag, security tag. I'm gonna use user PC. I'm gonna set the tag as 110. Save it up. Okay, once this is done, we're just gonna set this up here until into the source attribute, and we're gonna be good to go for this. Okay, so like once this is done, then we're gonna just select the inspections, how the inspections is gonna happen. For IPS, it's actually like we have multiple intrusion policies. Okay, so like I'm gonna go and set it up in that way. Let's go and check my intrusion prevention policy. So in my intrusion prevention policies, this version is actually like having the interface in this way. Okay, so like you might like have the intrusions and logging and commands into this section. Okay, like into the right side of the sections for this. For my FMC, of course, it's actually kind of a little bit newer. So like Cisco decided that we should remove it from here and put it somewhere here. So like in my intrusion policy, just check like what policies do you have. So I have like a balance security, I have connectivity over security, I have maximum detections, and I have security over connectivity. So I need like into the exams as well, you have to go and select the security over connectivity. That is like what we're gonna do for it. And that's more than enough. And I think we are just done with here with the policy here. So let's go and click apply. Of course, we're gonna go come back for the the access control policies for the user purposes. So that is one thing we're gonna do. And let's go and into the device and then go into the device management again. Okay, leaving the setup. Okay, just a moment. I need to save. Okay, click. Just don't forget that this is since this is like a new UI, like for this access policies. If you need to do something about it, just make sure that you save the policies here. Uh, Deployment, of course, we're going to do later on once we configure everything, and then it's going to be deploy. But majority of the things, once you make the rule, just go and click save here. Then you can actually move ahead for the device management. Otherwise, like your policy which you have made is actually going to get disappeared. Okay, so like you're going to start again. So uh, you can see that I'm getting some like warnings into this. It's like basically because of some things disabled or something. Let's go ahead and click on this. Go into devices. Here you can see that I have not like I've not applied any licenses here. Okay, so like let's see if I can actually do it here. Since I don't have any license, I have a demo license. I cannot do it in here. But once into you're into the exams. Okay, so like exams, of course, you will be having a license for NGIPS. That is 100% sure that you will be getting a license into the exam. Okay, so once you do that, just make sure that you select all of the four here so that you have the policies for like enabling the protection, the control, the malware, and the URL filtering as well. So your NGIPS will do all these things for you. So once you select all these here, then basically like it's like into the intrusion prevention policies, you can go and select the things up. Okay. Of course, one more thing I have to do is like we have not set up the logs yet. Okay, so like it's an outdated policy, but of course, like out of date policies with one target devices, and I need to go and enable the logging as well as some other things. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that up. Meanwhile, I think my server is still booting it up. Did I actually like put a export generate report? Okay, I didn't needed a generate report. I needed an edit. Okay, so once like I've done that, let's go and click onto the rule. Logging is off. Okay, so I'll need to start the log at beginning of the connection and the end of the connection. And it's of course going to be sending the connection events to the FMC. Uh, just a quick head up. Okay, so like if you are using the FMCs not just for the exams, but also wanted to like do it something for your like career as well. So like basically when you do that, it's basically like the syslog server is one of the things you need to learn. Okay, so to get a syslog server, configure it in that way, just click syslog servers, and then you can set up once you have set up the syslog servers into the deployments and like integrations and all, you can actually send the logs to syslog servers as well. Some of the very good syslog server which I have worked on is like Greylog. If you have like go ahead and check it out. It's a Greylog server. It's kind of like one of the best servers into the market. You can it's actually not it's actually have some free freemium as well as some free tools as well. Let's go. It's an SIEM tool. Okay, so like you'll learn a lot of things on it. So the open one is going to be free. You're gonna go and start the things up, and you're gonna download the things, and this is how it's gonna look. Okay, all the logs and everything is gonna be there. Greylog is a good tool if you actually wanted to use it. So once this is done, go ahead and set it up as a confirm, apply. Once this is done, save it up. And I'm gonna check if yeah, my server came up. Okay. Of course, one more thing we like need to do is need to create one more rule, which is going to be your EIGRP. Okay, so like I need to configure the EIGRP between the switch one and R13 as well as the rest of the things. So I've not done that yet. I'll like be performing that here as well. Okay, so that is one. Let's go ahead and configure the EIGRP here. Go into network. It's loading as of now. Okay, so let's go into network. Now I'm gonna add an object. I'm gonna give a name as SW1. IP address for that is, let's go and check for that. I'm talking about the interface, which is connected, the VLAN for that. Okay, so like, just let me check what VLAN I've given IP address to. Is it 1 or is it 2? Okay, so VLAN 10. I need to give the IP address that is .2. Okay, so like, here I'm gonna go and select that 10.2.225, sorry, the 25.2, and I'm gonna select as save. So this is gonna be on my, my source. And the second one is R13. Okay, so like I'm gonna go and select create an object as R13, and I'm gonna go and give an IP address for R13. R13 is gonna be .2. Okay, so this is gonna be .2. So 25.2, both of the ends, it's actually kind of wrong. My mistake. Apologies for that. I'll just make the configurations for here, changes here. One, 255, 255, 255, 0. Gateway IP into the routing table. Okay. Okay. Now it works perfect. So this is done. This is done. Check. Third object was now it's going to be 10.2.25.1 for this. Well, and the last thing I need to do is set up the EIGRP like multicast. 224.0.0.10. That's the multicast address for EIGRP. We have to select this, and like it's actually two-way traffic. So Um, add into source, add into destination. So this looks good. Let's go ahead and see what I can do into the inspection. Inspection, I can actually set up the balance security and connectivity for this, as well as for the loggings. Of course, I need to select the both and plus confirm there. Below rule number one. Okay. This is going to be below rule number one because rule number one is actually the main one which we need. Say this is going to be second rule for us, and click apply. Okay. So let's make and save. Now the last thing is like for NGIPS is actually the one which we are actually trying to configure that. Okay, so let's see if we are able to do that using the like connectivities and all in the ID. Okay, so I'm gonna start and configure like the domain services first. the DNS services as well as the DHCP. Okay, so I'm not gonna start with DHCP, I guess, but I'm gonna definitely have a DNS server and the um, domain services. LDS tool is already present there, so in the exam, the Active Directory as well as the DNS is actually going to be configured, pre-configured. You don't have to go and waste time on this then. Okay, so like this is actually just because of my lab, the server was not running properly, and I was not able to create the domain services at that time. That's the reason I reset the server. Otherwise, uh, in the exam, it's actually pre-built. You don't even need to touch anything onto the, the server. Might as well like just add some routes or something in that way, but nothing else in like proper making a new server altogether. Okay, so um just be like that it's actually not going to be a problem for the Active Directory purposes for this. However, like make sure that you are able to line this up with the ICE properly with them. So when you create on the ICE, when you're creating the connections between the LDAP with ICE, make sure that the password is proper and everything is proper. Like the LAN, like IP address that was used for the management is actually should be proper connected, and make sure that the sequences are also proper. So that once you like are basically like making the policies on the ICE, that thing is actually going to be help you out to connect. Otherwise, you're going to waste a lot of time at that time in it. So for time purposes, let's go and deploy this. Since I just have one device and it's going to take time to deploy, so I'm just going to click on deploy, and it's going to start with the deployment process. Also, let's go ahead and configure the EIGRP between the switch and the router. So router EIGRP 10 network. Let's go ahead and see what networks do we have. So the first network I'm going to do 10.2.25.0.255. Second network I'm going to do is 13. Third network I'm going to do is 24. Here, dot 1.0. 4. So let's see if I have any routes. EIGRP neighbors. Oh, that's okay. That's my switch. Like, that's my core switch. See, the rule requires a protection license, but at least one device does not have a protection license. It is basically the because of the lab. Okay, so like that's the reason it is like that way. So if I just go and check it out, why I'm actually getting the uh, protection license. If I click apply, but at least one device does not have a protection license. Let's save. I don't think so. It should not use that because I've disabled the policies, intrusion policy. I guess the second one is also like gonna be a problem. Remove that. Maybe now. Okay, maybe now I am able to deploy because it's actually the intrusion prevention. Of course, it's a because of the licenses, I cannot do that, and it's actually like the evaluation licenses are not having the NGIPS for this. So it's just a setting, okay? So like when you go into the exam, just remember that whenever you are going into the exam, just enable the intrusion prevention as I taught to you guys now, for security over connectivity as well as the balance. Okay, so like this EIGRP is going to be having the balance. The first rule, of course, it's going to have the security over connectivity. Okay, so okay, so let's go ahead and until my server gets ready, let's go and see if I can actually add the configure manager, add 192.168.1.215 Cisco.